Well, good morning. This is Mrs. Green Thumb and welcome to my channel. I'm going to do something. I want to fix up this particular succulent, and it grows yellow flowers, and you get a couple of different color flowers, but this is the main one, yellow. If anybody knows what this particular plant succulent name is, because I was looking for it, please tell me on this live stream or leave a comment, because I want to know what the name of the succulent. But I also want to show you what I normally do with ones that are overgrown in a container. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait for a little bit, a couple minutes, because I am about 7 minutes early. But I just wanted to come on and show you what I'm going to work on first. And I have the hour to try to show you some experiments I've been working on. And I'm also going to retransplant some of my, I have rainbow Swiss chard I have to take out, and I haven't switched them over yet. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thanks. So I got a lot of things to do today within this hour. I don't want to keep anybody longer than an hour. If I go over, I apologize. But yeah, so this, I'm going to leave this on right now, this tall. And yes, you will see me for a little bit. Hey, David. Hi, David. I just want to show you, if you know the name of this succulent, David, I'll show you. It's and succulents hold on to water. This particular plant, this kind of plant, oh goodness, she's going to have to wait. Just give me a second. For a second. All right, so this particular succulent has a story to it. I do not remember what the name is, and I'm trying to find out what the name is. But this plant my mom had in her bedroom. It was a smaller plant, and these are plants from that original plant that I have. And this particular succulent, she didn't realize that it was a live plant in her room. Do you know this plant survived in a pot for over a year? This succulent. It had no water because she thought it was a fake plant. And because succulents obtain water, that's what keeps them going. You can even see on this one, the roots are already starting right off the side. So, like I said, if anybody knows what this, if you want to do some research, it's got a yellow flowers. I don't know what it's called. Sharon, maybe you would know the name of this plant. I'm trying to get the name of this succulent so I can write it down. But anyways, the story was she had the original piece, and I have had flowers from that piece, plants from it. And this is what I'm going to show you what I'm going to do next with it to make more plants. But the original one was in a room for a whole year. It never died. And I said, you never watered it for a whole year? And so that's when I see a plant like that surviving for like a year without water, it's meant to survive. So I sit there, and this is exactly what I'm going to do next for you. I'm going to cut pieces. I'm still a little bit early, but I'll do slowly. I got my scissors cleaned, and I'm actually going to cut the pieces down here long enough, okay, long enough so I don't bury it in the water. And I can actually take off the flowers too. You don't need the flowers on this. Take all that off. I just want to get the roots going. So there is already some roots on there, and pop it in. What happened was I was doing rosemary, and if it's not big enough, hi Cliff, I've seen it before, but I don't know. Yeah, if you can figure out the name, that would be helpful for me. But anyways, I'm going to take it all apart, take the flowers off, cut the stem down. And when I was doing the rosemary, I should have showed you. I kind of dumped it out. If it's too much in the water, it'll rot away. So it's kind of like you need to leave the bottom in without putting the whole plant in there. And that's kind of what I'm showing you, what I'm going to do with this. And I put the date succulent May 26 on here. And I want to know what the name of it is. So if anybody figures it out, or anybody kind of rewatches my live stream, please throw it out there for me, because I would like to know. So I'm going to cut some more down here. All right, and I don't care if the bottom pieces fall, as long as the main piece. See, this one's not going to stick in here too well. This is all I have right now. I'd like to have a better open area for these. They got to stay wet. I don't know if I have anything else to do. I don't want to put the whole thing in water. Give me a second. I'm going to figure out something better. All right. work. I'm hoping this is going to work. It's a bigger, wider mouth. There we go. So let's try this glass and put it in this. All right, let's go in here. All right. I'll take the label off of this. Or I might use both, actually. I'll put the smaller ones in here. Just as long as it goes in the water, these little ones. If you can see what I'm doing, I'll lower the camera just a little bit so that you can actually see what I'm doing. All right, and I'll take a couple bigger pieces and we'll put them in that one. All right. Take the bottom leaves off of this because it's going to rot anyways. All right. The root part snapped off. I'm going to have to take more of it off. But anyways, this has, if you take care of this, it is you can have this for a long time. And you take pieces and you can have more and more plants from it to propagate from. All right, these ones, I think I'm going to do a little switching around here. Put the bigger ones in this one. And the smaller ones in here, because then I can drain some of the water out. All right, and then we got another one here. And I got a bigger piece down here. Take all the flowers off. Oh, Susan, hi. What do you need looked up? Oh, ma'am, you are the person for me, Susan. This plant, it's a succulent, okay? And it has yellow flowers. So look at, these are the flowers, honey. There's the flowers. And Susan has done this before for me. It's got yellow flowers. It's a succulent. And I want the specific name of it, and I'll write it down on here. Now, I dated it already. We're going to see. These don't take that long to root because look at, they're already having air roots already on them. So that is what I'm looking for. Shoot, I just snapped that off, but we're going to I'll put this in longer. This is better anyways. All right, we can do this. I might be able to save that other piece, this one here. It's kind of tiny. What's going to happen is it's going to rot. All right, and let's see. Can I get that in there? Yeah, I'll throw them in like that. There you got those. And this, if it doesn't start to generate again, I actually get rid of the whole root and start all over again. That's what I do. If I don't see anything going on this because I pulled all the leaves, I will take this apart and dump the main root and start again and fill the pot up with a brand new plant. So that's kind of what I do a lot with these succulents. She said, which plant? The one right here. She's working on with. Yeah, hi, Susan, and the plant she's working on with. Exactly. That's what I wanted to do today. So I'll leave this for a little bit. See, it's all root bound too. I'll leave it for a little bit, but I'm doubting very much I'm going to keep this plant. I'll probably get rid of the root part. But then you just do this every so often, and you get a whole bunch more plants. And same plant. That's how I do it all the time. David, so I'm going to take this out of the way, and I'm going to put this in my kitchen. Now, because what happens if you put these in too low and all the leaves, it just rots it away. And I actually did rosemary roots for me all the time. And because the clippings were too low and sat too much in the water, they rotted. So you got to be careful how long you do a clipping. Don't do it too short and don't put it too much in water. All right, got that going. Let's check out on these ones. Okay, see, these still look good. Here's my cactus I did on May 15th. Now, we did this already. It took 36 days to root. So I'm writing that down. So it was only done on May 15th. So we still have plenty of time. This one, look, it is already starting to root. This is my Dieffenbachia. It was put in the water on May 15th, and look at how fast it's rooting already. So a Dieffenbachia roots really fast. So I'm going to get them out of the way. So I actually, what's today? Today is, I'm actually going to write this on here too. Today is the 26th, and it took 9 days or less to root. So I'm going to put it rooted in 9 days. So this plant roots really fast in Dieffenbachia. All right, because I'm going to probably be having a plant sale. But I'm not keeping all my plants. I have way too many. And then I'll make some more for next year to do another plant sale. So I'm going to move this out of the way. Get on my car for now. All right, and now I'm going to clean up the mess, and I should have did this before, but I didn't. So I want to transplant my rainbow, well, they're Swiss chard. They're not rainbow. I could call them Swiss rainbow, but there is a rainbow Swiss chard. You think it's called the calacho? Hold closer so I can so she got a name for a calacho. Let's check that out after. I'll write it down, Susan. Let me put it on there, and then we'll double check to make sure that's what it is. Well, I'll write it on my container right here in front of you. I'm going to put my marker. All over the place here. I'm trying to show you everything, but I have to move. I don't know what I do with my marker. Oh well, let's see if my pen will work. I have a marker that works much better. It's okay if it's off. Don't worry about it. At least you did something for me. I'll look it up, but it's called the calacho. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but calancho. Let's find out. Kalachoe. Okay. Calancho. It is like rose-like flower. Yes. You could be absolutely right. We're going to find out, but you could be absolutely right, Susan. I wanted to show you something cool that I was working on. If you remember, I put almonds in the fridge because they have to stimulate the cold. Like lavender does. I put it in the 19th. Now, I don't have any roots yet to it, but I just want to show you what it looks like. Okay, so I put raw almonds in the fridge, and I was just checking them. You have to keep them moist. That's what happened the last time I did this. I forgot about them, and I didn't keep it, like, damp. But look, now there's nothing growing here, but if you look, it's doing the signs of going to get ready for rooting because it's really plump. And I can show you that because I'm going to grab an almond. And I thought this experiment was kind of cool because I don't want to forget about it. Let me show you the difference. And this is, somebody left me a comment about fooling around with doing trees from seeds. And I said, I didn't have any at the time, but I will work on it. So people are leaving me comments that don't necessarily come to my live stream that are listening to me after. And this is a tree one. An almond is a tree. It will take years to grow, but it's just an experiment. So if you look, the dry one, and if I show you, look at the difference. Can you see how fat and plump this is? That it should look like that. It should get nice and plump. And then it takes a little while. It has to stay in the fridge for several weeks. It's only been in a couple weeks, so it's not long enough. Keep it wet, the paper towel. And this, hopefully through the top here, will root. So we're experimenting with that. And I thought that looked pretty cool. And I think 10 is my number here. But so they're all in there. They're all in there. And I'm going to put this back in the fridge. So I thought, if this roots, this is going to be a very good experiment to show you that actually dry almonds can turn into a tree, but it's going to take a long time to grow actually into a decent tree. But I can still work with it and see if it grows into a tree, is I thought that would be a fun experiment. So there you go. I'm going to put that one back in the fridge. All right. So I do have to separate these plants, but I'm going to do something. I'm actually going to go show you the stuff I got to put outside. Isn't that cool? I think it's very cool. I'm going to show you the plants that I'm going to put outside because then I'll get separating because I don't want to run out of time. So we're going to show you some of the stuff I got going on. And most of this, they're kind of tiny still, but I still like to put them out. I actually sometimes put lettuce. So that's the one that fell. And it's still growing. This is the one that's a little leaf lettuce that's growing. And I also have, which I think I'm not going to keep in the house because I already showed you this was a one that grew from last year, and I brought it in to just show you that you can grow lettuce in the house. But these three are going to go in my garden, in my salad bed. So I'm moving them out of the way. So I did show you. I got to move and separate when I got to go after this live stream. I'm going to the garden and do this. So there we go. This is too watered though. What I'm finding is I got a little bit too much water in here. And I will show you something else. It works, but a little bit too much water I did. Right here is the toilet papers, and I might do some more, but I would never put it in a bowl. I would do it on a flat tray. So all that's working in the toilet paper rolls. However, that shows you there's a sign of too much water, all that rust on there. I have too much water in this. So, but that's working, right? I forgot what the last one is, but it's got butternut squash, yellow split pea, and there's a red kidney bean. So that's in here, along with, I'm not sure what that one is. But it looks like the split pea might be have actually worked. I'm not positive which one's which. So I might do this again, only I recommend you put it on a flat tray so you're not putting as much water on it. Because this is kind of saturated. It's way too much water in here. So I wouldn't do it in a bowl. But that's going out too. All right. So I can have more room to experiment is what I'm trying to do. And then we have the babies of this year. Right here, this, and I saw one that's rotted out, but the rest are growing. That's my white cucumber, and I kept them the baby to get them at least this big, and then I'm going to harden them off outside, and then I'm going to plant them. So that is my white cucumbers, how they're looking. There's one that kind of rotted out a little bit, but the rest, you can see look really nice. All that white, all my white cucumbers. So they look pretty cool. So I'm going to move that out of the way. And that's going to go outside with me too. A couple things I wanted to separate today. Oh, they look great. Yeah, thanks, Sharon. And here's the kidney bean we were experimenting with. This one, I don't know what it is. But there's a kidney bean. Look. Look at how cool that is. It looks pretty cool, eh? That's the kidney bean that's going to go out today. This one is going out, but I don't know what it was. I think it's one of the squash families. So I'll make sure I label. If you see me not labeling it, please kind of say you forgot to label it. So those are going out too. These are plenty big to go out. And if you need to harden it off, meaning you have to do it slowly because your weather conditions are extremely hot, put it outside, you bring it back in, put it outside. I have an area that I'm going to just leave outside that's kind of not in direct sunlight. That's where I'm going to harden my plants off, right directly outside. And then I have this one, only one, and I told you the coneflower, for some reason, coneflower green twister is really hard to germinate, and you can see I got one out of the amount I put in there. Yeah, you get the, that's gonna, it'll work. I'm trying cucumber, and if they grow, I'm going to try and get them. Yeah, make sure you get them to climb. They'll work. It'll work, Sharon, for sure. There's something here. It didn't come up yet. What is this? Oh, split pea. Well, I'll be darned. Now I know what a split pea looks like. There's split pea. The split pea that I put in the ground are right there. Interesting. All right, I'm gonna leave that inside though. Still, I am working on. What else am I gonna show you? Well, these are going out. The salvia. These are big enough. I'm probably gonna put a couple in a pot and try to sell them off. I don't need this many. There's the salvia. I think they're big enough. Salvia perennial, because there is a salvia annual. I bought some salvia annuals and they die off and they don't come back. But these ones, perennials, will come back. So there's my salvia that are perennials. They look pretty good. So I'm going to move those out, and those are going in the garden. And then we're making another sign up too. All right, what else I got to get in the garden? Because this leaves me with a lot more space to do more projects. I mean, moving with everything out. All right. Okay. Now I have, let's double check on these things, and then I got to split the split pea that's in the cup. See, these are, it's weird. They're kind of getting bigger, but I think I'll put them in a different paper towel. Get my sprayer, and you can see they are trying to sprout. They turn brown, but they still are trying to sprout. It's interesting how that looks, but they're growing in that one container that I just showed you. 2 different containers. I can see them growing. I'm gonna spray this and put a clean paper towel on this one. All right. Okay. Hi, Kathleen. How are you doing? How are you doing? How's the garden? You were watching the thing, but I'm sure you're going to go up to your garden today too. I'm just going to switch these split peas here. See how they go with the new clean towel, and throw this one in the garbage. I thought this was interesting. I really didn't think these were going to root at all. So this is kind of interesting to see. Put that down there. I just finished pulling weeds and heading for the flower bed. And this is garbage, but this one I will keep. I actually recycle the plastic bags. I wash them out with soap and water, and then I'll bring them. The only thing that I noticed is this masking tape. I never used to put masking tape on them. I kind of wrote on the bag, but that doesn't want to come off. If I try to pull it off, it takes the whole plastic with it. So, all right. Now this is going to go back in the window. David, good to see you. It's been raining here for the last several days. Hope it stops. It's been, yeah, I know. Me too, Sharon. It's like that too. It's been off and on raining for me too. It's nice right now, but it already rained last night. All right, look, this one is the one I don't. What did we say? We agreed 2 weeks. You don't think in 2 weeks if it doesn't seed? I've already switched the paper towel once on this already, and it doesn't seem to be going at all. And they are older seeds. Let's see what this has. I don't see anything going on this one. I'm gonna switch the bag out again. Switch the paper towel out, and yeah, right there. This looks good. I'll switch that one out and put it back in the window. I'll leave the bag open on these. Let's try it one more time. I've switched this already twice. Hi, Leanne. Did I miss you on the other channel? Oh, yeah, I was. Yeah, it's okay, Leanne. But yeah, I was on this morning. But hello, Leanne. So we're gonna switch this again. We said 2 weeks. I don't know. I'm gonna give it long enough because maybe seeds will surprise me and come up. But at least I can say these were watermelon seeds. They were old seeds. They were Charleston Gray, and they might have an expiry date. Seeds do have that. Oh, hi, Will. You're helping Mom outside? Cool. So let's do this again. This is the third time I've changed the paper towel. Well, no, wait a minute. I had two times. This is the third time it's been in a new paper towel. Anyways, I'm going to throw that in the garbage. And we'll keep an eye on that. You're helping Mom. So I haven't had baby cantaloupe growing in my trellis. Oh, good. I have baby cantaloupe growing in my trellis. That's fantastic. Good. Good to hear. Good to hear. Thank you for the thumbs up, whoever gave them to me. And I did, like I said, I got a comment to ask if I wouldn't mind trying some tree seeds. So as an experiment, and I said, I showed the almond one I just did in my fridge, but I will do some more. I will do some more. What did you stream this morning? Yeah, I was diamond painting, yes. Okay, not sure how I missed, but planting zucchini. Oh, yeah? And this, look at this one here. These are crazy, and I think I want to put them directly in the garden, and I think I might try that. But there's the red kidney beans. Look at that. Look at this, babies. I'm going to take the bean off of this a little bit. But I got to sort them out. Yeah, I'm going to plant these ones. Normally I wait longer. I wait till they pop up and they're like this big and they open up. That's how I plant them, through paper towels. You don't have to go that soon. I'm not in a rush to do this. But I probably will today because I already have. See, that one's rotten, so I'll take that out of there. Rotten, but these ones are all nice. And I will show you the one that I got in the dirt. Yeah, well, I'm going to put them directly in the ground for this experiment. I'll probably put them out today. I'm not going to put them in pots of ground. I'm going to put them right directly in the ground and see what happens, because I have a whole bag of them. And if I want to try some next year, I at least know they work. I'm going to pull this off. Here, I'll help this plant out. I like doing that too. If you're very gentle, you can help it out. It's not going to hurt the plant for you to help unpeel this, because it's almost ready to come off anyways. So I'm just going to be careful. There. Undo these. Put it in the garbage. That's going to go out. And they look just like this plant. It's right here. Look at how big this sounds. So that is a kidney plant right here. That's the kidney bean plant that I took from a paper towel and put it in here, and it's that big. No, actually, I didn't take it in a paper towel. Actually, this went directly in the ground on May 19th. I put it directly in the soil, and that's what it looks like. Because sometimes I told you things work faster in soil than they do directly from a paper towel. So that's what they look like. Skin cancer is not nice. It does not discriminate. Yeah, so that's what they look like. So this told me if you put them directly in a cup, put them in soil right off the bat, it seems like they go a little bit faster than the paper towel method. That was the experiment to that. Will it grow faster in the soil to the paper towel? And yes, it does. So if you want to do beans, if you want to do beans right in the soil before you put them out in the garden, put them inside, put them in a pot like this. They don't normally like being transplanted, but we're going to find out what happens to that. These are all going directly in the garden. I'm not putting them in a pot. They're going outside for me today. All right. Now there is something that I'm trying to take care of, so I'm going to baby that. See all the stuff I'm trying to put out today. I'm going to definitely be busy in the garden this afternoon. All right, and then I have this. This is the one that I'm going to baby. We're going to try something. I agree that beans don't like to be transplanted, but it works. They still grow for me. I've transplanted beans before, and they'll still go in the garden, but they don't love to do that. They don't like to be and this is the only two I have right here. This one didn't take. You can see it's almost rotted. I have these two, and these two I'm going to put in a cup. I'm not going to put them outside because there are only two I have. Now, when Bill took these particular, that is your, right here, Bush Baby Sugar Beet. He took them from paper towel and put it directly in a container outside. I don't find these strong enough for me, so I'm not doing that. I'm going to put them in soil, leave them until they were a little stronger, and then I'm going to put them in my container outside. I got 2 containers waiting for these 2 plants, and I'm going to put them in, but I want them stronger than this before I put them outside. Hey, Will, thank you. So I'm gonna, take care, Will, yeah. This is all lost in my bag. I had to get some more soil. I got some yesterday. That was going to go out, and we're going to cut this new bag. I got it on my lap. Yeah, let me open it up. I don't want to get my camera dirty. It's there. Okay, that's a little better. I got my bag on my lap. While I do this mess, try to be clean, and I got to take the vacuum out after every time. All right. Oh, goodness. June 1st starts hurricane season. All right, there we go. I'm going to put these babies in here. I don't care if I pull part of the paper towel. That's okay with me. Yeah. Who gets hurricanes? You guys both get hurricanes? No, Michigan doesn't get hurricanes. Tuck it in like it's got a little blanket on. Oh, no, Florida does. Florida, yes, okay. I was thinking of, who the heck? Yeah, we do. You do get hurricanes, yeah? In Texas. Near the water part of it? Let's see. Yeah, Florida would, for sure, yeah. Are you that close to the water? We had bad hurricanes. Did you, Kathleen? You're not close to the water, are you? I haven't seen it named yet. Are you guys, either one of you, are you that close to the water? Like your place isn't that close, is it, Kathleen? Yeah, but I'm just wondering if you guys do you live that close to the water though? Right on the, oh, you're right on the Gulf. Okay. So does that affect you big time, your yard or outside of your house? Or do you really feel it? Do you feel it strong? I want to, I don't think that's going to work for me. Nope. Oh, well, I'm trying to take the original sticker off and put it onto this new cup, which might not work for me. All right. So just, your hurricanes are huge and you get the edge. Don't necessarily have to live on the water. Okay. Well, I know it goes out inland. I know hurricanes go inland, but how far do they go inland? I mean, if you're far away from the water, a fair distance, you wouldn't feel it, would you? My world, my way, Helen. Well, hello, my world, my way, my Helen. Thank you for watching from the beginning, and come on in and meet everybody. Most afraid of hurricanes, then tomatoes. What? Then okay, most afraid of hurricanes, then tornadoes. I got you. Okay, I didn't read it right. Yes, that makes sense. That's right. In the east of the storm is the worst. Oh, well, you guys would know more than me because we get tornadoes. We get tornadoes, and not necessarily in the season. Tornadoes come throughout. They can go all the way from like spring to the fall. Our tornadoes, we don't have a set time like you do for hurricane season. We don't have tornadoes can come anytime here, but they're not. I admit the tornado is probably not as devastating. It can be, but it's not quite as devastating as a hurricane. Is a lot worse. I agree with you for sure. Okay, Bush baby. The Bush baby. Today is what's the date today? The 26th. So I'm May 26th because I want to leave these in until they get bigger. I don't want to put them outside yet. And I did put it in paper towel PT on May 12th. So I like to label my stuff. Hi, Eric. I tried to. Hey, lady loves plants better than you. I tried to jump in to say hello, Eric, but your thing was spinning. Your live stream was spinning. So sorry. Well, yeah, these are also 2018 seeds. So 2018, which is a 4-year-old seed, which makes a difference too, because I'm just kind of proving stuff how not to let go of seeds too soon. The average seed is normally 5 years, but hey, you never know. It's just less will germinate. All right, I'm going to do the same thing for this one, Bush baby. 2018, the seeds are paper towel, May 12th. I spin on live streams. Oh, your new phone's something else? May 12th. Wait, sorry. So May 26th is this. No, May 12th was paper towels, and May 26th is I transplanted on May 26th. Okay. Transplanted. All right. There, I got everything on here because there's only 2 plants. And I'm going to put these in my window again until I feel they're strong enough to go out because they're way too tiny right now for me. All right, I'm going to put them right here. And then I got to transplant this stuff. Oh, and I'm going to keep the picture of this, I think. I'll put that in my book. I'll keep that picture for my book. All right. I just want to do the update on my flowers too. I can't show you, but my flowers outside, most of them, I'm going to be so excited this year. I think almost all the flowers I put directly in the soil out there. It looks like they're tiki. I have, and when they get bigger, I might put one in a cup and I'll bring them in to show you the flowers, what they look like, and then I can transplant them off the back of my garden. All right, so I have this big mess here, but okay, so I got the watermelons don't look good, but they're refixed. Got the split peas, however, seem to be turning out better than I thought. And this is my Swiss chard getting too leggy, and I gotta get them out of here. And I'm gonna put them in some cups to get them bigger before I put them outside. All right. And this was the garden experiment here that I put garden beans, Kentucky, and Swiss chard. I put them both in the same container, and they both grew fine. There, you know what? There is another thing that I don't know if you're aware of this, but sometimes different plants help each other out in the garden. I don't know if you knew that, but sometimes if you put certain things, they kind of go together, and they're happy to be together in a garden. Certain plants. Like if you notice, I don't know, I'm going to give you an example. If you notice a tomato plant and you put something that grew low on the bottom beside it, and you found that the tomato plant did better with that particular plant, then they're meant to be together. They're pairs, and it's okay to grow these two things together. Yeah, that's it. Companion plants. Thank you. That's the word I'm looking for. Thanks, Kathleen. Yes, that does exist. Companion plants. If you fiddle, I can't tell you all of them, and I know channels will tell you some, but for you to really know whether it works or not, you got to do it yourself. So if you put two companion plants together and they work, it's wonderful. That's interesting. That's interesting. Thank you for the tip. I'll try it next year. Tomatoes and garlic like each other. Yeah, there you go. That's a good example. That really does work, though. The companion plants, they will make your plants work better because they all have their own thing that they release. Okay, if you look at, again, I'm just giving you generics or in generic terms. If you have something that produces a nitrogen kind of thing and something that is a calcium or whatever they have, they can balance each other out and they help each other out a lot. And it does. I know it works, but like I said, I don't have all the experiments to prove that, but that one I know because there's things that I planted beside each other and they grew really, really well. Right now I have cool. Tomatoes and garlic like each other. There are some plants like kiwi need two of the same. Yes, like a blueberry bush, Kathleen. Thank you for bringing that up. A blueberry bush needs more than one, and they actually need to have a different kind. I don't know if people know that, and I know because my blueberry bushes are doing great, which I learned over the years. I had put two. I think one year I put one. Then I read up on it. You need more than one blueberry bush, and then you read up on it and you find out, and it's true that they need more than one variety of blueberry bush. I have like 4 out there. 4 different varieties of blueberry bushes, and they seem to be happy. They're all, there's only one that's my older one that's not doing great, but the rest of them are looking really awesome. They're beside my shed. A lot of people said they do like ventilation, but like all around it. Normally you'll see them in the field or whatever, but mine are doing fine. They're fine beside the, they also like high acidity in the soil. So high acidity. They also are doing really well where I got them. I don't know. They like it. And it's also, that's what it was. It's well drained. Yeah, you need more than one variety, Helen. More than one variety, at least two more. If you have the same blueberry bush, they might not work for you. Oh, we're going to get you to grow tomato. Kathleen, I can't see why you can't grow tomatoes. Are you growing them in containers? We're going to get you to grow tomatoes. Come on, you grow every kind of thing. Maybe it's where you're putting them in the soil that they're not liking it. There's so many factors to different plants. And one of the, you know what, but I'm not going to insult you because the whole point is there's plants that I'm going to keep fooling around that I can't grow. And one of them is carrots. I have a freaking hard time with carrots all the time to grow. And I'm going to get past this stage and I'm going to learn how to grow it. Tomatoes, I like, where are you putting them? That's what we need to know. Where are you growing the tomatoes? Are you starting them indoors? I just can't, I'm trying to, I'm not going to give up. Don't give up. Yeah, I just can't. Okay, so I want to know how you're starting them. What are you doing with how are you starting them? Tell me how you start the tomato plants, first of all, because I'm showing you I have grown tons and tons of tomato plants, and they need a good start. So you start them indoors. I don't use paper towels. I don't do that at all for tomato seeds. They're too small. But they do grow in, and then I start separating them. And I'll show you my tomato plants. Actually, I'll show you. I don't. I just want to see. I have to check what blueberries I got. My tomatoes are not coming up yet. I put seeds in them a month ago. Maybe I've done it early. Yeah, I don't put seeds outside. My area, look at some areas call that you can put directly seeds outside, Helen. You can put them outside and it works well. I don't do that very often because I've learned that the birds eat my seeds. The squirrels eat my seeds. The birds eat my seeds. I even have chipmunks that come and eat my seeds. So I know for where I live, I have too many wild animals that will eat them up. The minute I turn them into a plant and they're big enough, they don't get touched. They normally won't touch my plants once they're big enough and I put them outside. So I've started seeds. Maybe you need to, I think you need to change it up. I bought small tomato plants and then you put them outside. You need to change that up, Kathleen. I think you said I've started seeds, but how big did you get the plant to be before you put them outside? I think that might be part of the case too. I don't know. I am trying to help you out because I'll show you my tomato plants, the AB Lincoln. Maybe, and it's also maybe maybe rest in peace. What's Ray? Oh, Leotta died. Rest in peace. I don't know who that is. Who's Ray Leonato? And rest in peace, Cliff, whoever he may be. Maybe I should know who he is, but I don't. But rest in peace. So yeah, I think Kathleen, we're gonna get you. I'm trying to help you. I have no problems with tomatoes. I grow all kinds. So, and you said you tried from seed, but if you put a tomato plant too, yeah, where they were growing last year was great, but they got drifted by poison last year. Oh goodness, they got drifted by poison. What kind of poison are people putting out there? What are we talking about when you say poison? Let's, let me think here. The county spraying the ditches. Is there a spot where your area doesn't get affected by? That's what I was saying. I can grow tomatoes pretty well anywhere. They do like hot sun, though. I'm going to tell you that. They like the hotter the sun, the better. As long as you, but then they grow indirect sunlight too. Tomatoes for me grow all over the place. Okay, Raymond Alan Glotto was an American actor and producer. He was the best known for playing Shoeless Joe Jackson in Fields of Dreams, Henry Hill in Goodfellas, and Tommy and Grand. I probably know who he is in it. The name doesn't ring a bell, but I bet you I know who he is. They are in full sun. Then maybe you could try direct sun. Try a different spot. Don't try where they don't spray and indirect sun. Behind the fence works for me as long as you get better circulation. I can grow behind the fence. So, and that to me is indirect sunlight. You can put it. They don't have to be high sun all the time. And I'll show you the tomatoes when I get them if you want, or at least a piece of the plant when they start growing. Because I have done it in direct sun. I have done it in indirect sun. They did. They went all over. I've had them all over the place in my backyard. I grow them in containers. Lee Oats tea. I don't know. Lee Oats tea. Yeah, all I'm saying is just try something else. Whatever didn't work, don't do it again and try something else. And I know you said you're not giving up, so you're going to get it. I'm telling you, you're going to figure this out through process of elimination. What doesn't work, don't do that and try something else. Mine are in direct sunlight. Yeah, but you don't have to grow tomatoes, and they like it. They like sun, but you don't have to grow them. Said never mind. I don't know if it's a joke or something, but okay. Oh, that plant, is it still alive? I don't know if I can get this growing. This is almost dead, but you'd be surprised. Even if you break the stem of a tomato plant and you put the whole stem down there, they still grow. They don't always die. I've actually taped up a plant before. I didn't want it to die. I used tape, and it actually survived with the tape. And, all right. Separate that one. I don't want to do another cup, so I'm going to put 3 to a cup. All right, and see how my Swiss chard go. These are another one that I'm not sure you're supposed to transplant, but we're going to find out. I got some more here, 2 more. Might need 1 more cup. Okay, let's do another one. Oh yeah, I have learned from broken tomato. Yes, you definitely can reroot it. Absolutely, you can reroot it. I've done that too. You know what I did? Because if you want more than one plant, you can take a branch off of a strong tomato, one of the runners that come off the sides, put that in water, and it becomes another growing tomato plant. I can do all that stuff we're talking about. I can do because I've done it and I know it works. When will we see your garden? I don't know if I can do that, Kathleen. I don't know. I wish I could. I wish I could bring you outside, but the internet does not go outside. It doesn't go outside, but I wanted to show you at least the backyard. I'll see if I can do that. I'm going to try. The weather's not good. I won't bring my computer and TV outside when it's almost like ready to rain. But and I can't show you behind the fence because my internet will probably die out, but I can show you the backyard. Most of my stuff's behind the fence right now. But I wish I could. I wish I could go out there and show you what I got going on. I was cleaning up the butterfly area a lot too, and transplanting, moving some of my perennials. I got one perennial that was given to me. I didn't know the name, and I finally got the name. I wrote it down. I have it in the garden, and I moved that over, and I'm really happy with that. Me too. Wait a minute. I wish I were a fish. You wish you were a fish. Okay. You wish you were a fish too, Kathleen? Okay, let me go on and put some, bake these. I'm going to attempt to fish a big catfish this weekend. Oh, cool. Will you eat catfish? I don't like the taste of catfish, but a lot of people love it. So I take it if you fish it, you're gonna eat catfish. By the way, that's another thing, Kathleen, you remind me of. Do you know that if you have, Kathleen, you love catfish? You know what? Yeah, good luck. And you know what? You just remind me of something else. You know that one of the best fertilizers is fish too. Fish is a good fertilizer. But do you know that I was seeing something? If I had owned a fish tank, I would be putting things in fish tank because fish tanks, that water from the fish tank, instead of throwing it out, use that in your plants. That is a good fertilizer from a fish tank. As long as there's no chemicals in it and it's just water and the food for fish, that is really good fertilizer for plants from a fish tank. All right, let me get these watered down. My time. I'm pretty good. Oh yeah, I got a little bit of time left. I did pretty good. I don't think. I'm trying to figure out if there's anything else I wanted to transplant. I got most of it done today. Yeah, the water from eggshells is okay, but the fish tank stuff is really good stuff because they poop. Basically, we're back to pooping again with the Cliff. But anyways, all the stuff, their fertilizers from their poop from the fish and everything is eggshells just have in the boiled water is calcium, but they have more stuff in a fish tank than they do in eggs. But it is good. You can use that water, Leanne. Absolutely, you can. Okay, I'm going to ignore the phone. I don't know if that's my daughter, but she's going to have to wait till I get off of here because I'm almost done. Just for a minute, Cliff, will you scratch my tail? All right, let's move this out. Okay, now I'm going to show the tomatoes I got going. And I'm going to dump this out. Okay, nothing left. All right. Here's all the tomatoes. I got to put them back, and I'll show you what's going on in my other window. I got to bring them over. All right, here we go. This is a tray of mixed stuff. I got tomatoes in here. All right, you ready? This is probably the last thing I'm going to show you because I'm caught up on everything I need to do today, except go to the garden, clean up my mess. All right, here it is. Here's a tray. Can you see all that? Lift it up a bit. Okay, so question, wait a minute. Marked butterflies eat poop? I don't know about a marked butterfly to say that. If she's asking anybody know about a marked butterfly and if it eats poop, I have no idea. Because there is one that does, we're seeing that one eats roadkill, and it could possibly be. Well, sure, you can talk about. No, I'm not talking about, oh, Cliff, you just go to your channel and talk about poop. Have a fight there. Oh, okay, anyways, moving on. Moving on. So I have this is my tomato plants right here. There's my tomato plants. That's the peanut coming up right here. That's the full shell peanuts coming up. Then I buried a full shell. I buried there's the peanuts right here. There's a little mold to it. Let's see if it's a little too dry. She was so mean. Oh, yeah, Cliff, knock it off. Okay. Oh my God. Do you ever stop wanting attention? Do you ever stop wanting to do attention, Cliff? So yeah, that's all the stuff. Okay. Oh goodness. I'm gonna change the subject. I only did that because the stuff from the fish is good for gardening. That's not the same thing I'm talking about. Oh my God. Talk about wanting to fight on my channel. Not doing it, Cliff. Done. Everyone's sweet but me. All right. What's going on here? Oh, that's my Amish melon. You're all crazy today. Yeah. Well, one point in time I did, Leanne. Yeah. Anyway, Sharon, let's go back to the garden chat. Oh boy. So anyways, this one looks like it's coming up. That one there, the peanut. I wanted to show Bill what the plant looks like right here. I'm just saying that sometimes some of that is good for, depending on what it is, it's good for fertilizer. Compost toilets. Yeah, compost toilets, yeah. I like how this one's looking now. Can't wait to this come up and show you how cool that is. Anyways, there's all my tomatoes. And remember, I like touching the plants. I think that stimulates the plants. All right, there we go. Well, guys, thank you very much. I think I'm going to hit the road. This is the last I got to do. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for the people that leaving me really nice comments on asking me questions about what I should experiment with. I just want to give a word out for that big shout out for the people leaving comments. Thank you for all of you guys that are regularly joining me. And we have, thank you so much for, where is it? I just want to get the name of the channel. Thank you all for coming. I am going to go to the garden very shortly because I feel like it's going to rain today. Yeah. No, I know they root in water. So yeah. But anyways, thanks guys. I'm going to get going because it's been like an hour. And oh, Cliff, I love you. I love everybody here. Peace out. Peace out. Have a wonderful day. God bless. See ya.